I'm Morgan Browning, a sophomore at the University of Arkansas studying social work and Spanish. One of the most important landmarks and museums of my hometown of Kansas City is the National World War I Museum and Memorial. The Liberty Memorial sits on top of the underground museum and is a distinct element of the Kansas City, Missouri architecture and history. It is made of four main components: the Central Tower, Memory Hall, Exhibit Hall, and the Great Frieze. I will be focusing on the Liberty Memorial Tower and the flanking Sphinx statues, the most prominent aspects of the entire memorial. The overall memorial was designed in the early 1920s by architect Harold Van Buren McGonigal, yet the tower was a collaboration between McGonigal and sculptor Robert Ingersoll Aitken, and the Sphinx statues were designed by Edgar F. Berksack and carved by John Donnelly. A competition was held in 1921 to find an architect fit to design the Liberty Memorial. McGonigal won against 11 other contestants. In order to build it, a fundraiser in the community was held in 1919 and raised more than $2.5 million in 10 days. The 217-foot tall tower looms over the rest of the memorial and stands out against the Kansas City skyline. Built to commemorate all of the veterans and lives lost during World War I, the memorial is a prominent monument of American history. By placing the tower precisely in the middle of the memorial court, McGonigal created an important balance of symmetry. The linear perspective of the two Sphinx-like statues and the tower forms a triangle, with the Sphinx's head pointing to the top of the tower. The rounded edges of the tower are a continued theme throughout the memorial. Each guardian spirit displayed on the top of the tower are high-relief statues. Similar to the tower, the Sphinx statues are smooth with rounded edges, creating a sense of homogeny throughout the entire memorial. The psychoanalysis method deals with imagery, history, and creativity, and uses those details to analyze what an artist portrays through their art. Using this method to describe the Liberty Memorial, I can conclude that it is meant to evoke emotion and bring the viewers to reflect on World War I and the individuals who served in it. The four guardian spirits carved into the Liberty Memorial Tower were created to portray four specific characteristics. Honor is shown with a laurel wreath placed on top of the guardian's head, courage is portrayed with a helmet, patriotism is displayed with a civic crown, and sacrifice is shown through a winged star on the forehead. The immense size and height of the tower conjure emotions of pride and gratefulness regarding those who served. The steam and light that look like a flame coming from the top invokes a sense of sacrifice. The sphinxes that are turned toward the tower evoke different emotions from viewers. One of them, called Memory, has its head turned east towards France, where most of the fighting took place, while the other, Future, faces west to uncertainty ahead. The uncertainty that one feels when looking at Future exemplifies those feelings of war, confusion, and nervousness. Looking at Memory promotes emotions of pride and confidence. These sphinxes are also placed in the front of the memorial to prepare visitors for the spirit and mood of the Shrine of Sacrifice. The Liberty Memorial can be classified as a part of the Revivalism movement, a period of replicating unique aspects of prior architectural eras in modern architectural structures. The specific era that the Liberty Memorial is influenced by is the period of ancient Egypt, making it a part of Egyptian revivalism. The tower is an example of a replication of Egyptian obelisks, with the top of the monument slightly tapering along with the immense size of the structure itself. The tower also resembles columns from Egyptian temples, such as those outside of the temple of Amun-Mut-Khonsu, because of its narrowing pillar, curved and rounded edges, and its ornate top. The two sphinx-like statues located below the tower are based off of sphinx statues in Egypt, because they have the head of a human and body of a lion, are made of limestone, and guard important things. Overall, the ancient Egyptian revival played a major role in the architecture of the Liberty Memorial. I chose to research the Liberty Memorial because it has been a constant in my life. Growing up in Kansas City, I would always come to the memorial to hang out with my friends, take photos for school dances, or just explore different aspects of it. This research helped me gain a greater understanding and appreciation for this massive memorial.